Joining us now is Alex Lawson, Executive Director of the nonprofit Social Security Works. Mr. Lawson, thanks very much for being with us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So we've been following what we can about what the Trump administration is doing to the Social Security Administration. We've also been following these anecdotal and journalistic reports about what's happening when real people are running into regular kinds of problems that they would usually sort out by contacting the agency. And it does feel like, anecdotally, again, it feels like things are in free fall. I wanted to just sort of gut check that with you as somebody who watches this agency closely.
Yeah, for 15 years, I've said, have confidence. Your checks are going to get into your hands. For 90 years, Social Security turns 90 this year. For 90 years, through war and peace, through boom and bust, through health and pandemic, not a single payment has been missed. But months after this billionaire gets in there, that's changed, Rachel. And I wish I had a better answer for people, but I don't. This is going to the end in checks not going out, the money that we have earned not getting into our hands. And I believe strongly that that's the point. The cuts they've made have no other rhyme or reason except to literally destroy the system.
We reported this week on the Attorney General's office in Arizona, led by Chris Mays, and now today on the Attorney General's office in Michigan, led by Dana Nessel, both setting up online, one-page, very simple web hubs, basically, individual forms online where people who are having trouble in those states accessing their Social Security benefits or contacting the agency, they can at least report it to their state Attorney General's office. So the Attorney General's office can document it so they can potentially act on that information, potentially so they can get those people some help. I feel like that's good news because somebody's trying and because they've got the resources of a government agency behind them and people can't fix these problems on their own. What else is happening to try to help people out, to try to remedy some of the failures that we're seeing because of what Trump's doing to this agency?
So the truth is that, unfortunately, people are going to have to take it upon themselves to protect themselves at this point. It's great that the attorneys general in Arizona and Michigan are doing something. But, you've seen Republicans in Congress, they're complicit in this. They're allowing Elon Musk and Donald Trump to destroy the Social Security Administration. So we're advising people to make sure they have a hard copy of their benefit, their Social Security file. It says their wage history and, importantly, what their benefit is. Have a hard copy of that because we're not sure if the online, the digital, is going to be there after these Doge goons are done with their chainsawing. We also advise people to get in contact with the constituent services staff in their federal elected representatives' offices, both their senators and their representative. Now, this is the constituent services side. And get a phone number, get an email, let them know that you're worried about you or your loved one's benefits and want to be able to be in contact with them if a penny is missing or if it's late or if it doesn't show up at all. And most importantly, I think, is look for the most vulnerable in your community and in whatever network you're in, a church, a book group, whatever it is. Understand that Social Security is a system that relies on us. It's there for us, but it does care for the most vulnerable, like a 102-year-old, right? Or somebody who has faced a life-changing illness or injury and can no longer work due to disability. Make sure that these folks are not alone because a missed check for some people is a death sentence. A missed check for some people is going to mean that they are out on the street. So we have to come together and understand that when this catastrophic failure happens, and I believe it will, there's no indication that they're trying to fix things, just accelerate it. 73 million people rely on Social Security. Imagine the chaos that will come when those checks don't go out, Rachel. It is going to be a scenario that's hard to imagine how catastrophic it'll be.
So much attention in the media on this, on the big dollar things that have been happening around tariffs and the national economy right now. I think as much or more attention needs to be paid to the small dollar question of those individual monthly checks going to some of the most vulnerable people in the country. This is deadly stuff. Alex Lawson, Executive Director of the nonprofit Social Security Works. We'll have you back soon. We'd love to keep talking to you about this.
Thanks so much.